From the Competent Communicator Manual, Project 10 is to inspire your audience in an 8 to 10 minute presentation. The title of this speech is, Where Am I? Have you ever been out at a crossroads somewhere and you look around and you think, where am I and how did I get here? We've all been there. Perhaps it was a physical road. Perhaps it was the crossroad of your life. But we've all asked ourselves, where am I? Let me tell you, I am the daughter of a Bible-thumping Baptist deacon daddy in the heart of the Bible Belt, and my daddy wore the buckle. That tells you a little bit about where I was. I was under my daddy's thumb just a wee bit. He allowed me to be myself, but within the framework of what he believed to be leading a good life. To that end, I knew where I was twice on Sunday and once in the middle of the week, and any other time the church doors were opened, that's where I was. I share that with you because it's that influence that carried me through my life and helped me know where I was when I was there. As a young teenager, I did not always make the choices that my dad would have me make. As a young adult, I thought I could handle life pretty much on my own. So I'm going through life, doing my thing. One of my things was traveling. Now, I didn't always make the best decisions. Oh, I never made the rough decisions. I was never in any trouble with the law, never really struggled with right or wrong. It was just day-to-day decisions and who I wanted to be in life. One of my travels took me up the coast of California. My best friend was with me. I'm driving along, we're talking, the radio's on, we're having fun. We're on a road trip all the way from North Carolina to California, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, do you see that? I had to pull over on the side of the road. Have you ever seen something that absolutely made you stop and your eyes open wide? Folks, I had just seen my first giant redwood tree. Those giant sequoias. And there was a little sign there that said, National Redwood Forest, turn here. I turned. I even drove through that big tree that had a tunnel dug out. Had my picture made in it. Not a bad decision. Where was I? I was in the Redwood Forest. We parked the car, and most people were running around looking at the trees right there, at this big tree with a tunnel in it. They were going to the souvenir shop and getting the little tiny miniatures and the postcards. But I was mesmerized. I walked away from the crowd, and I found this tree, and I looked up. I put my back to the tree and looked up. And as sure as I'm talking to you right now, and you're hearing me, I heard a voice saying, where are you? Where am I? The Redwood Forest? And the voice said, think again. And I looked up, and I knew I was in, for me, a holy place, because it drew me inward to search what was in my heart. I looked at that tree and I said, I want to be like that tree. That's what I want to be. Today, where I am, I want to be strong like that tree, reaching up to the heavens where the tree seemed to just brush the very throne of heaven. I wanted to be that strong, that tall, that majestic in stature, in my presence, in what I did with my life. And I heard the voice say, you can be. You can be. That tree does nothing but accept my gifts. It accepts the life-giving water that I offer. It soaks up the sunshine that I bring, and it basks in the glory of creation. And I knew where I was. Do you know where you are? A week later, I'm driving along and I'm in Arizona. You know what's in Arizona? The big hole in the ground, better known as the Grand Canyon. You know what that big hole in the ground is? It's an erosion field. And we all go in mass droves of people to see that big field of erosion. That's it. As we parked our car and walked up, there were families milling about, kids talking and chirping, being kids. But as we approached the rim, everything went silent. It was like walking into a cathedral. And it hit me. God brought me here to show me something. I'm on holy ground. I walked away from the crowd and I sat down with my hands on my knees and I looked at that erosion field. And what I saw was a river way down in the bottom that had wound its way through this vast land and cut it away. There was very little growing there. Nothing but rock and sand. Sort of like my life. Where was I? I had let the river that we call life, life's activities, life's events, worm its way in and out of me and what I did and my decisions until a part of me was eroded, not really who I wanted to be. And as I had that thought, I heard that voice again. And it said, do you see what I see? Look again at this field of erosion. Look at the colors. Look at the light shining on it. It's magnificent. And it was. It was breathtaking. It took my breath away so I couldn't even say, wow. It was just beauty. And I heard the voice say, I can do that for you. If you turn that destruction, those bad choices, those bad decisions, those wrong turns in the road that you made over to me, I can make of it something beautiful. So I did. What? You're saying I'm not beautiful? Well, see, it's not about what you see. It's about what I feel inside and my relationship with a power higher than me. A few years later, I was married and I was skiing on top of Heavenly Mountain. Don't you love that name? At the top of Heavenly Mountain, you can turn left and go down ungroomed slopes where the obstacles are not easily seen. Sonny Bono lost his life when he met a tree there one time. Or you can turn right where the slopes are groomed. The obstacles are well laid out. It's not totally safe. There's some risk, but the path is clear. I turned right, folks. And when I did, as soon as I turned right, it was in the distance, I could see Lake Tahoe. The sun shining on it, sparkling like diamonds on top, just dancing away. The vast universe spread out before me. And I thought, I know where I am. I'm on the mountaintop. I made it. I have looked at myself, adjusted my course, and I've made it to where I want to be. Where are you? Where are you going? I suggest you think about it, and then let's meet on the mountaintop.